What's up YouTube, Skater BB3 here. I know I haven't shown my face in a while, but I'm gonna start doing that, get more into, the YouTube groove a lot better. I'm here to talk today about my predictions on the ban list. I have it all written down, so I won't forget and repeat myself. So, first card I have on the ban list that I think is gonna get banned is BLS. We have too many boss monsters, and BLS is way too broken. There's a reason why it was on the ban list before, and the card should not be around right now. We need to slow down the format, get rid of some of the boss monsters, and BLS is one of the perfect boss monsters there is to ban. So that's my reason why it should be banned. Next, I have Sangan. Yes, Sangan's just a floater right now. It's like a Witcher Back 4. Sangan's just search everything, and Sangan should just go. People are like, because the tour guide, well, tour guide, in my opinion, is not going to get touched because the OCG apparently is getting it, and I think in October. So they're not going to touch the tour guide. So in my opinion, they would touch Sangan, we got tour bus. And then tour guide and tour bus is not as broken because tour bus can actually screw you up, because if your opponent has nothing in your grave and your tour bus got sent to your grave, well, guess what? You gotta send something back, and you don't want to send your tour guide back because then you have 3 tour guides in your deck and the one's gonna be dead. So tour bus is a little bit more balanced than Sangan. Next, I have Wind Up Hunter. The reason why I have this, you wouldn't hurt the Wind Up loop. The Hunter, it makes the loop. You don't want to touch the MID, nothing like that, because you don't want to kill the deck. You still want the deck playable. We had Wind Up's top before without doing the loop. It was the Wind Up with Wind Up Beast and stuff like that. So you got more of the control build. So you don't want to hit the deck at all. You just want to hit the loop and make the deck more balanced for the game and make the game more healthy. Next, I have Mind Control. It's pretty much the new Break Control, because now you can just take your monster and exceed with it, or synchro, instead of just back in the day, it's just take it and you have to synchro. If you don't have a tuner, then Mind Control is not as good yet, and plus Mind Control can take the monster out of the way and go for game. So I think Mind Control should go. It's way too powerful right now. Next, I have 5-Headed Dragon. You don't want to touch Future Fusion because that hurts other decks. So pretty much, you want to slow down the Dragon Engine. You just take away 5-Headed Dragon, then they don't use Future Fusion. Solves the problem. You don't want to hurt any other decks. Next, I have Elemental Hero Stratos. With the new Elemental Hero coming out for us, Stratos is way too good. The reason being, because it's a floater. It gives Elemental Heroes 4 Rotos. That's not healthy for the game. Every other deck had all these Rotos, and they just went to like 1, stuff like that. So pretty much you want to get rid of the Shadows because you can recycle that Shadows so easily. So Elemental Hero Shining, stuff like that. So you don't. That's too many pluses for a deck like that. So Shadows should go because Elemental Heroes are going to get a big boost with the new Elemental Hero coming out. For next, I have for limited 1, I have Light Pulsar. I don't know how to explain that card is way too good. You have to slow the dragons down a lot because Light Pulsar is a big plus for dragons. I have a feeling you should not touch Red Ice Darkness Metal. The deck didn't do anything with it. Light Pulsar made the deck, in my opinion, so you don't want to touch Red Ice Darkness Metal. I don't know why everybody else touches it. And my list is sort of more towards like the OCG because we usually go more towards their ban list and sort of hitting ours too, but more towards theirs. Next, I have MST to 1. There's too many backwards. So we need to put a little bit more skill back in the game. So with 3 MSTs and Heavy Storm, that is way too much removal. So I feel it should go back to Heavy Storm, MST, both at 1. It was more healthy for the game, a little bit more skill. Next, I have Logia. Sheen's at 1. Why can't Logia be at 1? That's really all I have to say. It's a free silent judgment, pretty much. Next, I have Dragonfly at 1. You don't want to kill Insectors, but you want to slow them down a lot. People hit Hornet. No, Hornet's not the problem. It's Dragonfly. Dragonfly sets up the OTK. Dragonfly at 1 is perfect. Puts Insectors a lot more skill because you need to play your Dragonfly right, and it's pretty much solves the problem. I think it's called Altum or something for Heretics. Heretics are big in the OCG. Altum is the guy that special summons a 1 from your deck or hand. I think hand and Graveyard. Your monster can, I think the monster cannot attack, so you just overlay for a 26 speed stick. Sets up the OTK way too easy. We have to slow down Heretics. That card is the biggest problem in that deck. If you hit that down the 1, it slows the deck down, makes the deck a lot more balanced, and yeah, that's where we're at. Next I have Super Poly with the new, let's talk about earlier, the new Elemental Hero coming out. The dark, you can take anything, darks, lights, everything. Super Poly has to go 1. I know it's a minus, but Super Poly can solve any problem now that gives Elemental Heroes, so that has to go to 1. Next, I have World Oppression. World Oppression was amazing. It balanced the game out so much. People hate it. Oppression has to be back on 1. It balanced the game so much. People didn't like it because you can do like Six Samurai Shien, stuff like that. But if you have World Oppression at 1, it just solves problems. Like, and I really think it should come back because it slows down the game and stuff. And there's really nothing else to say about that card. That 2, I have Rescue Rabbit. You don't want to hit it down to 1 because then you just kill the deck. Other decks can use Rescue Rabbit. If you can see on my channel, I've done Rescue Rabbit Glads. Rescue Rabbit 2, it slows the deck down a lot. And I think other decks then can use Rescue Rabbit. And OCG is getting Dolka, so Rescue Rabbit might stay at 3. So they can be able to use Dolka, but with Rescue Rabbit 2, it balances the deck a little bit more, like it 1. Slows the deck down a lot. And I feel if the format is slow, the deck can still be reliable and be able to be played and still be a top contender deck. Especially with Tour Bus being around, you can just Tour Bus Lycan back into your action deck. So pretty much you have Lycan back to 2. So next I have TG Striker. They killed TGs. Striker should just go back to 2. Enough said. You really don't. People don't think a lot anymore anyway. So next I have Agent, the Mystery of Earth. They killed the decks. Agents should be still around. There's triple effect VR. Come on. That's it. Next, my personal pick. I know it's probably not gonna happen. It's pretty much not gonna happen. I have Gladiator Bees of Bestiary back to 2. The reason being, people main triple effect VR. Bombs, Trapples everywhere. With Solemn Warning. The card's easily to get rid of. So I feel Gladiator Bees Bestiary is more balanced, and I think it should come back to 2. And it's really easy to stop. That's my personal opinion, my pick, but you know it's not gonna happen because that's, come on, guys are not doing anything, well, in people's opinion. So, yeah, I don't have anything on limit because I can't think of nothing. But I was gonna say Destiny or Malicious, but that card is understandable. Elemental, Mercy Teleport back to 2. I think Malicious shouldn't go back to 3. There'd be crazy ass decks with Malicious at 3. Anyway, that's all for you guys. Comment below what you guys think. Yeah, that's all for today. Peace, YouTube.